What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your man, Jamil Muhammad. Thank you all so much for tuning in once again to another video. Today's video is definitely inspired by a conversation I had with a few of my students. For those that don't know, I do teach 7th and 8th grade science in the Midwest. And while we were having a conversation, we were talking about different controls that you have in experiments and factors that you absolutely need to compare one thing versus another. And I was telling them that while collecting data, things like statistics and mathematics have to come into play. You have to have a specific type of reasoning, and you have to limit bias. You have to do a number of different things while you are conducting experimentation. And I had explained to them that there's a crossover with that experimentation and entrepreneurship, right? When you're scaling businesses, you do that in entrepreneurship. When you're marketing toward people, you have to use reasoning or mathematics. You have to use some of what works in order to make your business fit whatever your target market is, or fit for the consumer. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, you're filling in gaps for people that need some problem solving within their specific entity. So it sparked an idea about it's an engineering method process tool that I came across quite a while ago. And it's from I think it says Mr. Rube Goldberg. Not sure exactly who that is, but I was interested in this design process. I'll put the graphic in the video right now. So what this is saying is it's an 8-step method. The first 7 steps is in circular motion. The first is identify the need or the problem. That's what entrepreneurs do. So this is an engineering design process, but it carries over into entrepreneurship. So you're identifying the need or the problem, right? Because that's your job. That's what you want to do as an entrepreneur. You want to go fill in that need to solve problems. The second thing, you research the criteria or the constraints. You need to know what's in your way. You need to know exactly what it is that you need to solve, right? The third thing, it says brainstorm possible solutions. That's your job. You're a problem solver. You are getting paid, or you're getting rewarded with opportunities to grow, or paid with opportunities to grow and become a better problem solver by brainstorming those possible solutions, and then you're making those things happen. Number 4 is select the best solution. So out of all of the solutions that you come up with, it's best to test the best. So you're testing the best of those solutions, right? Step number 5 is construct a prototype. So you are going to make a model of whatever that is going to be, whether it's a physical construct model, whether you're going to be designing something graphically. You're going to make a model that is solving for whatever problem it is that you're solving as an entrepreneur, as a problem solver, as a mathematician, as a scientist. You're testing these things. And speaking of testing, step number 6 is test. So you're testing your prototype. Does this prototype solve the problem that I'm trying to solve? Whether it's for another company, whether it's for yourself, your family, does this prototype work? What's going on here? So let's test it. Let's be objective. Let's limit the bias. Let's see if it's actually working, right? So then number 7 is present results. So that's the last step in the circle. You present the results objectively, not what they ought to be, not what you interpret that they should be. You're presenting it as it is. So the results is what's actually going to come out, what was produced from that prototype that you had tested that's supposed to solve the problem. And there, I'll show the graphic again. There's a little bubble for step number 8. It's called redesign. And I think that's one of the most key parts of this entire graphic is redesign. So that means after you tested your prototype, whatever it is, you go back and redesign it so that it can work better. A lot of times when people set goals, they stick to just those goals, but they don't go back and redesign the goals. They don't go back and redesign the objective. Those that are successful are open to that adaptation and they go back and redesign what didn't work, what did work, what can we improve. They take all of these things into play, into factor, and they improve their prototype, or they improve whatever that solution is to that problem. So I wanted to emphasize the redesign part, because there are times when we constantly do the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, and they say that that is insanity, and I totally agree. So maybe not in every context, but in most contexts, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result, and you're not going back to change how you do things. That's a problem. So that redesign step, redesign what's going on in your mind, redesign your environment, redesign what you think about on a daily basis. If your mind is consumed with reality TV, celebrity gossip, what your neighbor's doing, whatever it is, if it is not conducive to growing your family, growing your relationships, growing your money, mind your business and get some money. That's key. Mind your business. What that means is you put in thought into your business, things that are assets, things that bring you some value, some monetary gain, some sort of gain. We're not putting energy into consuming. We're putting energy into problem solving, putting energy into development of our community, development of our mind, serving people, adding value to their lives. That's what the focus ought to be, right? I can't get it out of my mind. That redesign. You go back, redesign. As we grow older, our mind is constantly being redesigned. The more we study, the more books we study, the more people we listen to, the more experiences we have, the different things we experience in class, the different discussions we have. Go back, redesign. The things that you think may not be it. Seek counsel in those that know more than you. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay to be wrong as long as you're willing to correct the mistake. So the ambitious person is the one that'll go through those 7 steps and then hit that 8th step right on, because they're willing to go through with at least trying to make something that will solve a problem, whether it is their own problem or someone else's problem. If it doesn't work, or if it can be improved, which most things can, they go back, that 8th step, redesign, right? That's the thought for today. Redesign your mind, and you'll be surprised what you can produce. Every day I'm journaling. Every day I'm putting ideas in my little idea journal. Whatever it is that I'm thinking, I'm writing it down. And I guarantee you, it will improve as time goes by. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Once again, it's your man, Jamil Muhammad. Please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Tell me what you all's thoughts of this video may be. And please go ahead and share this video with someone that you think may enjoy this content. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm out. Peace.